What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and over the past couple of days, I've been kind of sick. So forgive me for not making a lot of videos. However, while I was sick in bed, I was watching the Britney Spears train wreck, just like a lot of you all. Now, before I get into all of that, let me just say this. I want to give a big shout out to all of my subs. I really appreciate all of you who come here to my channel every day just to listen to what I have to say. I think that's amazing, and I think you all are amazing. Also, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of the new viewers who are going to come and watch this video. Because Britney, over the past week or over the past couple of days, has done and said some things that has finally woken people up. Some of Britney's fans have finally put their foot down. They have finally drawn the line. They have finally come to the realization that there's something wrong with Britney and that what Britney is doing is wrong. I would like all of you all who have been here from the beginning to be very welcoming and kind to these people in the comment section. Because we have to realize that everyone is going to come to this realization on their own time. A lot of people have been following up with this woman for years, and it's hard for them to spot the wrongdoings because they're just so attached to her. But finally, they're drawing the lines. Now, I will say this. I find it really weird that Britney has been doing weird stuff for months. Spinning around in circles with dog poop on the ground, spreading her butt cheeks, talking out the side of her head, just all of these weird captions that don't make sense, attacking her own kids, literally posting videos of her in a thong with the caption, attacking her own kids. That is sick, twisted, and disgusting. But her fan base encouraged that. Her fan base has been okay with a lot of her actions up until yesterday when she fat shamed Christina Aguilera and her backup dancers. So that's where these people draw the line. Posting revenge nudes to taunt your 15-year-old son while talking shit about him in the captions is A-okay. But fat shaming is not. And as a fat guy myself, I am not really offended by the fat shaming. I was raised in the 90s. Fat shaming and body shaming wasn't even a thing. That just started a couple of years ago. I can take fat jokes. What I can't take is a mother stripping butt naked while verbally assaulting her son on Instagram in front of 40 million people. So the fat comments about Christina Aguilera, yeah, they're nasty, dirty, and it's wrong. But that doesn't even hold a candle to what Britney has been doing. However, finally, her fans are like, you know what? Fat shaming, that's where we draw the line. You can get naked, talk crap to your kids on Instagram. We will cheer you on while simultaneously attacking your sons as well. But if you fat shame someone, it's over with. But if that's what it takes, then so be it. If it takes Britney fat shaming people for people to realize that Britney is out of it and that what Britney has been doing is downright ugly and disgusting, then so be it. But let's go ahead and take a look at the post in question. Now, as I said, I've been sick for the past couple of days. There's been a lot of stuff going on here. I'm going to be pumping out multiple videos today. I will try to cover a lot of the stuff that I feel like it's necessary for me to cover. This is the biggest deal right now, so that's why I'm covering this first, but I will backtrack and we will go take a look at all of that other stuff. But in this video, we're going to focus on the shade that she threw at Christina Aguilera and Christina Aguilera's backup dancers. Now, she posted this post saying, I found there was only one way to look thin. Hang out with fat people. Britney, on behalf of the fat delegation, on behalf of fat people everywhere, we don't want nothing to do with you. We don't want to hang out with you. Sure, I'm sure you'll find some fat person somewhere that is pathetically still worshiping you while you spin around and do nonsense. However, me and the fat people I know don't want to hang out with you, Britney. I'd rather sit at home and talk about you in my videos than hang out with you. In fact, if I was around Britney, I would feel like my life is in danger. This woman has gotten downright psychotic, and it's gotten worse and worse. And I feel like it's only a matter of time before she stabs someone or something. Honestly, I am not exaggerating for YouTube. I'm not doing this to add drama. 100% in my body and my soul and my heart, I wouldn't feel comfortable or safe around this woman because she seems like the crazy type that will pull out a knife or something randomly. Like, I wouldn't sleep around Britney Spears. How could anyone close their eyes and sleep around this woman? That's scary. Really scary. But this sent the internet into an uproar. But this isn't even the worst of it. This is just a photo that she shared. The caption gets worse. So let's see what Britney had to say in the caption. You know, Britney, she's so sweet, she does no wrong. Let's see what she has to say. I wish I could have chosen the nannies for my children. My dancers. I mean, if I had Christina Aguilera's dancers, I would have looked extremely small. I mean, why not talk about it? Don't you think my confidence would have been a bit better if I could choose where I lived, ate, who I'm called on the phone, dated, who was on the stage with me? It's hard sometimes now. I see how much of my womanhood was stripped away at the time, and every person sat back and didn't say a thing. Anyways, I will be here talking about things people never talked about. True colors, and that's why I love you. True colors are shining through. It was only a matter of time. The veil has been lifted, and we're seeing Britney for who she truly is. A bitter, mean, aging woman. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with her age, but Britney is bitter about aging. Britney is bitter about getting older. Britney is bitter about everything. And everyone encourages her to be this bitter, dark, ugly person. And when I say ugly person, I don't mean physically, because physically, on the outside, Britney is beautiful. She is beautiful in every single way. Words can't bring her down. Oh, yeah. Words can bring Britney down, I guess. But anyway, when I say she's an ugly person, I mean inside. And that has shown for so long now. For months. For months. But now I guess people finally realize it. So what she's doing is what I told you all she was going to do. She's traumatized, so she's going to inflict trauma on other people. I said it before, I'll say it again. Hurt people often hurt people. Now, that doesn't mean that every person who's ever been hurt is going to go hurt someone. I have to make that clear for the people in my comment section. Hurt people often hurt people. Britney Spears is one of those people. As soon as she got out of the conservatorship, we've seen nothing but her lashing out at any and everyone. And she was doing it to her parents and her whoever, her sister. But now that's gotten old. Now she's setting her sights on new targets. And we all knew, well, not all of us, I knew this would happen. Eventually, the talking the crap about your dad and mom and sister, that's going to get dry. Then you're going to have to find new targets because Britney needs a punching bag. Britney wants someone to bully. Britney is bullying Christina Aguilera 20-something years after their feud or whatever little beef they may have had was even relevant. Christina Aguilera, as far as I know yesterday, she was like accepting awards, doing performances. She's living her life. She has custody of her kids. She has a nice family. If you ask me, Christina Aguilera is living the life that Britney wishes she had. And the reason Britney doesn't have that life is because she's destroying it with her own bitterness. Now, when she goes on and says, what does she say here? She talks about her womanhood being stripped away. And this is another point that I've been trying to make. It's the dramatics. Britney's conservatorship was bad, I'm sure. It was horrible. She went through some tough things. But a lot of the trauma she talks about, it's nonsensical. It's non-factors. It's nothing. It's problems that other people wish they had. If I were to go on stage and sing right now, I would assume that a lot of my backup dancers would be smaller than me. I wouldn't cry about it and talk about it on Instagram while shaming other people. Britney Spears has talked about for months how her family shamed her body and, oh man, my family's so bad. They called me this. My dad said I was fat. So you respond by calling Christina Aguilera and her backup dancers fat? She's holding on to these childlike grudges because she stopped developing mentally when she got famous. Britney Spears is like a 15-year-old in her mind, and she's a catty, mean girl teenager, a drama queen, a gossiper, a middle school gossip queen. That's what Britney Spears is. Now, if you think my comments are kind of harsh, oh well, because she deserves it. Her comments are harsh. I've said this 1,000 times. I'm going to say it again here. Bear with me. When I got into this Britney story, I got into this story because I was concerned about Britney's mental health. Throughout the course of my coverage of Britney Spears, a lot of her fans did their best to convince me that this wasn't Britney on Instagram. No, this was some big scheme and plot by other people to make her look bad. I entertained that for a while. We went over theories, we looked into different things, and I will still agree that there are people taking advantage of Britney. However, I am 99.999, let's just say I am 100% convinced that there isn't no deep, dark plot to make Britney look bad. This is Britney making herself look bad. This is Britney making herself look bad. I am totally off the bandwagon of thinking, oh, maybe this is someone else posting this stuff. This is Britney. It's all Britney, guys. It's been Britney all along. We tried, at least we tried to give this woman the benefit of the doubt. But unfortunately, she made us all look bad. Everyone who's been sitting here defending this woman for months now, they look bad now. Because what you did is you encouraged this behavior and you empowered her to belittle other people. She's belittled her kids, which is my main issue. And now she's belittling Christina Aguilera, her backup dancers. Who's next? At the end of this caption, when she says that every person sat back and didn't say a thing, I will be here talking about things that people never talked about. She's talking about you all. She's talking about me. She's saying people in general. We as a society didn't come together and demand that Britney has skinnier backup dancers or Britney has fatter backup dancers to make her look better. This is Britney's trauma. A whole bunch of nonsense. Yeah, she could tell you how she had to give blood 4 million times. Who gives a damn? I'm tired. I don't give a damn that you gave blood. Britney's schedule was controlled more than the average person. There were things that were done that aren't cool. I do not agree with the conservatorship. I don't agree with conservatorships in general. There are some shady things that happened that I think is just really gross and disgusting. But over the past few months, listening to Britney herself, it's become clear that a lot of this trauma is bogus nonsense. her being catty and upset and bratty about backup dancers, about limos not being in the right place. This is her trauma. The trauma that Britney's been so traumatized. We all need to we gotta buy Britney's books and read about what she went through. This is what she went through. You're gonna read 4 chapters about how she's upset that her backup dancer looked better than her. That's the trauma. Britney is a professional victim. Any and everything done around Britney, she will find a way to be a victim of it. She despises her parents because they hired backup dancers. She thinks that there's some big plot that, we got to get skinny backup dancers that look better than Britney. No one's even thinking about that but Britney, because she's insecure, she's bitter, and she is kind of Lulu. Yeah, Britney's kind of crazy. Been saying it all along. I don't want to say it's finally coming out, but people are finally seeing it. You're seeing what I've seen all along. And this is where we're at, folks. And it's only going to get worse from here. That's the funny part. Because, unfortunately, this has been encouraged for too long. In my opinion, all it would have taken is for people to be honest with Britney Spears from the get-go. And we wouldn't have made it here. Britney has been encouraged and empowered to do this. When Britney goes online and trashes people, she gets attention, she gets love. For what? For what? And now, here she is, lashing out at perfectly innocent people who have nothing to do with anything. What in the hell does Christina Aguilera's backup dancers have to do with Britney? But hurt people, traumatized people like to inflict trauma onto other people, and that's what Britney is doing. You know, a lot of people have criticized my coverage of Britney, saying that I'm mean and I'm too harsh and I'm this and I'm that. But I've only been honest. And if you want me to be perfectly honest with you, I've been nicer than I had to be. I've been way nicer than I had to be. She's done some gross, disgusting things, and I have tried to be as cordial about it as possible. Yeah, I'll make a few comments, but I've been nicer than I can be. And I'm letting you all know right now, just a quick warning, I don't feel like being so nice anymore. Britney's not being nice. It's one thing when she was going after her dad. It's another when she's attacking random people. If Britney, with 40 million followers, can feel free to attack whoever she wants and to make them feel bad about themselves, then I am not going to sit here and pull punches anymore. I'm not. I don't care. I want to make one thing clear in this video as well. I love all of you all who watch my videos, but I'm never going to formulate an opinion to make you feel better. I'm not going to formulate an opinion to make myself feel better. I'm only going to be perfectly honest in my content and with all of you all. I give you all who I am and how I feel. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch, you don't have to subscribe. That's fine. I'm not here to be diplomatic and to make everyone like me and everyone enjoy everything I say. I'm here to just be honest. And if people flock to the honesty, cool. If people run away from the honesty, fine. But I don't think I'm going to sit here and continue holding my punches, because I have gone from really deeply caring about this woman's mental health to where I'm at right now, like emotionally how I feel right now inside about Britney. I don't even like her at all. I dislike this woman a lot at this point, if you want me to be honest. And it's weird because I was so concerned about her mental health. And now, over the past few months, it's snowballed into me I don't think I like this woman at all. And in fact, I kind of feel like part of me wishes I never even got into this, because I will never look at Britney in the same light again. And I don't see how anyone else could. I don't see how people are listening to Hold Me Closer, the trash-ass song that recently came out. Hold me closer, tiny dance. How do you listen to that song while knowing the person singing it is on Instagram butt naked attacking her kids? Like, I understand being a fan. I'm a fan of a lot of things. I say it all the time. I'm a big fan of Marvel. I was a fan of the Marvel movies that Disney was putting out. When the movies became bad, I started calling it out. I no longer like all of the Marvel movies that come out because they suck, and Disney has injected all types of propaganda into those movies. So even though I'm a fan, I'll call it out. I liked some of Travis Scott's music. After Astroworld and how he handled Astroworld, I haven't listened to it since, and I made plenty of videos calling him out. Just because you like someone's music doesn't mean you should give them a free pass to be a terrible person, which is what is happening with Britney. She's destroying herself, which is one thing. Self-destruction is one thing. But people who self-destruct and tear themselves down and ruin their own lives, they like to drag other people down with them. Don't get drugged down with Britney. Go listen to something else. She's not contributing anything worthwhile to today's world at all. She's become a complete train wreck, and everyone is invested in a good car crash. When there's an accident on the side of the road, often people like to stop and just look. People like to see the carnage. And that's what's happening here. Britney is on a one-way road, headed for a dead end, where she's going to collide harder than she collided last time, unless something's going to be done. Now, I am happy that finally her fans are like, okay, well, I guess fat shaming's wrong. Get naked and attack your kids, but fat shaming's bad, but okay. Like I said, hey, if everyone has their line, everyone comes to the realization on their own time. But as far as Christina Aguilera goes, I don't follow up with her that much either, but I don't feel like she deserves this. No one deserves this. And Britney, she's a role model for a lot of women and young girls. Going under that post yesterday, it kind of hurt my feelings. Because there was a lot of thick, voluptuous, juicy, beautiful women in her comment section. I like curves. I need something to squeeze on. Sorry, I got carried away there. I like thick women. However, I saw so many women in her comment section yesterday that were made to feel horrible about themselves because of what Britney said. Britney is in great shape for her age. How many women her age are in that shape? There's plenty of women younger than Britney that aren't in that shape. There are women all around the world that are dying to be in the shape that Britney's in. Now, of course, we could say maybe they could work out and do this to get in her shape. Cool. The point is that when you make a comment like this, it makes other people feel bad about themselves. Now, me, I'm not the type of person that reacts that way. But then again, I'm not a woman, so I'm not as emotional or as emotionally attached to things like that. But I saw so many women and fans, yes, Queen fans of Britney, who were devastated yesterday by this comment. I saw so many fans from people like, hey, I'm out of weight. Or I'm out of shape. I'm overweight. Like, do I not matter to you, Britney? I saw so many women who felt bad about their own bodies yesterday because of what Britney said. And I find that horrible. No one should feel bad about themselves because Britney feels bad about herself. Do not feel bad about yourself because Britney feels bad about herself. I'd rather be overweight than batshit crazy any day. Yeah, I said it. I'd rather be fat than batshit crazy, out of my mind, loop-to-de-loop, spinning around, dog shit on the floor, attacking my kids in a thong. I'm done playing games. We're taking off the kid gloves once again. But yeah, so many people, I was just reading through the comment section and it was just terrible. Because when she made that comment, it not only tore down Christina Aguilera and not only tore down her backup dancers, who, by the way, are all in great shape, but it tore down Britney's fans, Christina's fans, women in general. The Free Britney movement was supposed to be this women empowering movement. Every time Britney shows her tits or her asshole on Instagram, it's, oh my God, this is empowering to women everywhere. Is it empowering now? Is it empowering now that she's calling everyone fat? And people aren't skinny enough and she... Boy, like I said, true colors, and that's why I love you. It's coming out. But there's a lot of other stuff going on. There's other stuff I want to touch on. I'm going to make more videos. I want to know from you all. Christina Aguilera's fan base, they are pissed. And they are coming at Britney hard. Would you like to see a video of me covering that? Because they got a lot to say. And at this point, I kind of want to fall back and be a spectator. Eat my popcorn and watch these fan bases go to war. So if you would like to see me cover some of what Christina Aguilera's fans had to say, let me know down in the comments below. But other than that, I want to know how you all feel about this unfiltered. Feel free to drop your opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But I want to know how you feel inside down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.